How does it feel to bring up game 200 this weekend?
It's a pretty good feeling, I guess. Yeah, it's been a long time, I guess, I've been playing, but yeah, it's an honour. I actually spoke to a guy the other day who said there's only been 30 or 40 who have done it, so, and there was some pretty good names on that list, so to be up there is, yeah, it's a great honour, it's a great feeling.
And you've had a great run with injury at the Port Melbourne Football Club. I think 167 games out of a possible 170. What's the secret to success?
Stay out of the way, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've been very lucky. I've been blessed with that. I've seen many guys get hurt constantly, and we've even got a guy like Tristan Francis who's in for a hip replacement tomorrow. He's still a young man, so I mean I'm acutely aware that it could have been very, very different. So yeah, I'm just thanking me lucky stars. I've had a good run. It's been great. You
started your time in the VFL when your time was at Carlton. What were you able to learn from that experience?
Yeah, plenty. Like, it was just, great for my development. I played 30-something games there, and I've said to a few people that I probably didn't deserve most of them. I wasn't playing that well, but I like to push the rookie listers up. So your first 30 games are probably hardest to get. So I was lucky that I was gifted most of them, but it held me in good stead for years to come after that.
You came through the TAC Cup system with the Gippsland Power. What changes have you seen, not only with the TAC Cup, but the VFL competition since you began your time?
Oh, well, it's changed heaps, I guess. The alignments were all the rage back then, and everyone was going for that model, and now it seems like a lot of the AFL teams want their standalone reserves sized. Now we've got Williamstown and Coburg and these teams going standalone, which I think is great. We've always been really proud here as a standalone club, so to see them doing it, I think it's great for the comp. And look, I hope this comp can survive and thrive. It's just a great atmosphere down here. If anyone wants to come down, it's it's not the same buzz, I guess, as the AFL, but it's a lot cheaper. You have to pay $15 for a pie here. You can come down, bring the family, and interact with the players, go out in the ground. So look, I'd love to see this comp, just get back to those glory days.
And what's it like bringing up, you're not the oldest member of the Port Melbourne Football Club, and no. I'll state that as a fact, but what's it like beating someone like John Baird, that's obviously an elder statesman, but beating him to the 200 mark? Yeah,
it's a bit of a surprise. He is ancient, as you say. But yeah, I guess he had a year off only a couple of years ago, and he's played, I think, 40-odd AFL games as well, so I'd say his games tally all up would probably be a bit higher than mine, but yeah, I've got him at the moment. I think he's only about 7 or 8 behind me, so I've got to keep that good injury run going to stay ahead of him.
And you mentioned about Port Melbourne being a standalone club. What is it about the club? It's got a bit of an aura about it, not only the club but also the ground, Northport Oval.
Yeah, I think we do. We've prided ourselves on that, that we've got a great spirit. It's probably the closest thing you can get to a country club, a standalone VFL club. So we pride ourselves on, I guess, being a really tight unit and playing for each other, and certainly out here we've had an unbelievable record here against under Ayres. So we certainly, that's something that we want to keep doing that, and we want to keep being the best team we can be here at Port all the time. Yeah.
The state squad's going to be announced this week. Happy to announce you're part of the state squad. What's it like to be named in the squad and a chance to represent Victoria and the VFL for the 3rd season in a row?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. Thanks for that. I wasn't aware of that till now. But yeah, look, that'll be great. The last 2 times I've played have been a great experience. I think the first time I played in Tassie, there was upwards of 8 guys drafted out of that team, and that was just a fantastic team. And then last year over in WA, we obviously didn't go that well, but it's great to pull on that jumper. I absolutely love it.
What's left to achieve in the career? Dual best and fairest, life member of the VFL, premiership player at Port Melbourne. What do you got left on the goals setting?
Well, hopefully another premiership. I think that we can. I think we've got a good enough side this year that we could maybe achieve that. So that's what we're focused on at the moment here. We've started off the season pretty well. There's obviously a long way to go. We need a bit of luck, but I guess that's looking a long way ahead. But that's certainly a dream of ours.
Do you ever hope on Liston Trophy night that when they read out S Port Melbourne, that it's S Pleming and not S Valenti as it always is?
I'm used to that. I'm very used to that. I've seen him. I've been there the 2 nights he's won it, and he just gets votes, that guy. He's just been an unbelievable player here. And even his career at Sandringham and Casey before that, he's a star. So I'm more than happy to take a back seat to him.
And you're third in the marks this season in the VFL competition. Defenders don't get the credit they deserve sometimes?
Yes, correct. I've said that all my career. The midfielders and the forwards take all the glory. But, you know, we've got a great unit at the moment in the back line. I think we're ranked number 1 in defence this year so far. So, yeah, I'm lucky to have a lot of good players around me. I think the forwards would probably tell you that I get a nice few easy switch kicks, and that's how you rack up the marks. So, you know, it goes a bit both ways, I guess.
Tell us a bit about Sam Pleming, game 200 this weekend.
Yeah, it's a wonderful achievement, Anthony, that Sam's been able to obviously compile that many games. And when you think about when he first came down, he got recruited by Carlton / Northern Blues, and of course played probably about 30-odd games there. And then, of course, perhaps the calling was that he would find his way at the great Port Melbourne Football Club. And, of course, since he's been able to come here, he's just been an absolute champion. He's our rock down there across centre-half back. He obviously has a lot of attention put into him by the opposition because they realise how great a player he is for us. He's obviously been able to win a couple of best and fairest. He's a regular state representative. He's been obviously in the VFL Team of the Year on numerous occasions. And if you talk about the word consistency, that's what Sam Pleming's all about. And probably we won't see too many players that will actually play 200 games in the modern day VFL for obvious reasons. And it's just a wonderful milestone, wonderful achievement, and it's certainly hopefully going to be a pretty special day for Sam. And as always, we like to celebrate our milestone games, but we certainly want to make sure we remember those for a winning feeling rather than something that we don't tend to enjoy as much.
Must be great to finish off a quick fast five. Your most memorable match at Port Melbourne?
Probably the 2009 semi-final against Box Hill. I think we won by 3 or 4 points, about 130 each. That was a great game. Your
favourite current Port Melbourne player?
I'm going to have to say Johnny Bird.
Your favourite former Port Melbourne player?
Probably David Pitt. I don't know if you've met him, but he's a character, that guy.
Your toughest opponent across the VFL, either past or present?
There's been plenty, but there's so many changes, I guess. But I got a fearful hiding from Ryan Houlihan out here one day, so I'd probably have to say him.
And the VFL club you love to beat?
Williamstown.
Sam, best of luck for game 200 on the weekend.
Thank you.